Good day. This presentation discusses our study on customer segmentation using hierarchical clustering applied to the mall customers dataset. This research focuses on understanding customer purchasing behavior through data mining techniques, particularly clustering based on income and spending patterns. Retail businesses today collect large amounts of customer data. However, in many cases, this data is underutilized and does not directly support decision making. Without proper analysis, businesses rely on assumptions rather than evidence to understand which customers spend more or behave similarly. Data mining techniques such as clustering help uncover hidden patterns in customer behavior that are not instantly visible through manual inspection. Despite having access to customer data, many retail businesses fail to identify meaningful customer segments. As a result, marketing strategies become generic. High-value customers are not prioritized, and decision-making relies more on intuition than data. This study addresses the question, how can we segment mall customers based on income and spending behavior using data mining techniques? The general objective of this study is to apply hierarchical clustering to segment mall customers. Specific objectives include pre-process and standardized customer data, generate a dendrogram to identify cluster groups, perform hierarchical clustering, analyze income plus spending patterns per cluster, assign meaningful labels to clusters, and lastly, provide insights for customer segmentation.
In Jupyter Notebook, where we implemented hierarchical clustering using the mall customers dataset. First, we imported the required Python libraries. Pandas is used to load and manage the dataset, while Matplot, Liv and Cbrin are used for visualizations. We also use scikit-learn for data scaling, and hierarchical clustering, and SIPI to generate the dendrogram. Next, we loaded the mall customers dataset. From all the available attributes, we only selected annual income and spending score because those best represent customer purchasing behavior. Before clustering, we standardized the data using standard scalar. This step is important because hierarchical clustering is based on distance, and scaling ensures that the income and spending score contribute equally to the clustering process. After scaling, we generated a dendrogram using word linkage method. This chart shows how customers are grouped at different distance levels. Based on the largest gap in the dendrogram, we determined that 3 clusters are appropriate. For this dataset, we then applied agglomerative hierarchical clustering with 3 clusters using Ward's method. Each customer was assigned to a cluster, and the cluster labels were added back to the dataset. To make the results easier to understand, we analyzed the average income and spending score per cluster. Based on these values, we labeled the clusters as high performer, medium performer, and low performer. This scatter plot shows the clustering results. Each point represents a customer, plotted based on the income and spending score, and the colors show the assigned cluster. As you can see, a clear separation between customer groups, which confirms that the clustering worked well. Since hierarchical clustering is an unsupervised method, there are no real labels to demonstrate evolution. We use simulated labels and compare them with the predicted cluster labels. This allowed us to compute a sample accuracy and generate a confusion matrix. The confusion matrix shows how predicted labels compared with the simulated labels. Although this is only illustrative, it demonstrates how clustering results can be evaluated in a structured way.
And that is all for our project in data mining entitled Customer Segmentation Using Hierarchical Clustering on Mall Purchasing Behavior. Thank you for listening and have a good day.
it is to be a lover girl.